Mool mantra is clear. Can we go to the first body? सोचे सोच न होवे,
सोचे सोच न होवे,
जी सोची लखवार,
जी सोची लखवार,
चुप्पे चुप न होवे,
चुपे चुप न होवे,
जी लाए रहा लिवतार,
जी लाए रहा लवतार,
दुखिया भुख न उतरी,
दुखिया भुख न उतरी,
जीवन न पुरिया पार,
जीवन न पुरिया पार,
सहस्या पालक हुई,
सहस्या पालक हुए,
त एक न चले नाल,
न एक न चले नाल,
किव सचियारा होई वे,
किवे सचियारा होइले,
किव कूरे टुटे पाल,
किवे कूरे टुटे पाल,
हुकुम रजाई चलना,
हुकुम रजाई चलना,
नानक लिखिया नाल.
नानक लिखिया नाम.
सोचे सोच न होवे. By thinking about God, you cannot attain God. What is the meaning of thinking about God?
As an object.
Yeah, just you keep saying Ram, 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 Ram. Will you attain God? Just saying Ram, Ram, Ram.
But this should be the same principle as what we think that happens. Like what we keep repeating that should happen. So here also the same thing should happen.
Just by repeating it is so you're not. Surati is not about repeating. Have you been repeating since yesterday? I didn't ask you the question. What have you been doing in Surati?
Remembering.
Just becoming aware, consciously being in the present moment and remembering that feeling of gratitude, remembering that isness. That's it. Why we call it remembering?
Because we forgot.
Because we lost.
We keep getting lost in this Maya and forgetting it. So we keep remembering it. Again I get lost in this Maya, I forget it. Again I keep remembering it. That is why it is called Surati or Smriti or remembrance. Because the Maya makes me forget it. What is Maya?
That which is changing.
Yeah, my only thoughts. My only thoughts make me forget it. I start thinking about him, her, this thing, this job, that task. I get lost. So my only thoughts take away that beautiful, peaceful isness that I was in. Correct? And then the moment I remember, I become aware, I come back. It's another word for awareness. Have you realized it?
Mhm.
Yeah? Gyanis call it awareness and Bhakts call it Surati. So simple. Yeah. But the Bhakt wants a relationship, no? He wants to establish there. So he calls it God. And he calls it remembering God again and again. And this got manipulated down the ages and people started writing Ram, 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 Ram in the book for 1,000 times, 2,000 times, 1,00,000 times. Is that going to get you there? That's not how you remember. You just remember to withdraw from this Maya and get established in that peace with it. Again and again, again and again. Are you getting it? That is the true meaning. Guru Nanak Dev Ji challenged all rituals. All rituals he challenged. For the Hindus, he challenged that what is this Ganga Snan? Why will Ganga take your paap away? What has Ganga done? Poor thing. Why does she have to take your sins? What is her contribution in your sins? So he took away all the false beliefs. That is why the Hindus said, don't come into our temples. The same thing happened with the Muslims. He went to Mecca and he was sitting and the Maulvi came to him and he said, your feet are pointing towards Kaaba. Point them in another direction. So he says to the Maulvi, Tell me one direction in which God is not there. I will point in that direction. God is everywhere. He's created me. He's created my feet. Yeah, he took away the concepts only from them. So they were like, no, 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 no. And then neither the Hindus accepted, neither the Muslims accepted. So he said, doesn't matter. We'll have that which is completely pure of any rituals. Just me. That's why if you go into Gurudwara, there is no idol. There is no idol. Just that knowledge is there. That Guru Granth Sahib is also a symbolism for that gyan. And that knowingness is there in all of us. That isness is the knowingness. Do you understand that? Yeah. Just being in that knowingness itself is Ananda. He said that is Satchit Anand. Yeah. Being established in the knowingness is Ananda. Sat Chit Anand is what he said. You be established in that. You don't need a murat or a form. You don't need a rite or a ritual. All you need to do is remember. Remember that knowledge that you've forgotten, that which will take you back to the self. And that's all they do in the Gurdwara. Bringing you back into that knowledge. Again and again reminding you the knowledge. That's all it is. Such a simple path he made. Very simple. And that also we've created rituals out of those also. Nanak said, to be in the samsara, okay. Then we started running after money. We started running after things. So we have also convoluted his jnana. We have to become very clear. Yeah? What is the meaning of a sannyasi being established in the samsara? You be in the bazaar, but you don't be attached to anything or anyone in the bazaar. I've said this before. Kabira khada, bazaar mein mange sab ki khair. Na kahun se dosti, na kisi se vair. Kabira is in the bazaar, amongst the people. He wishes for the welfare of all. May you all prosper. I am not your friend. I am not even your enemy. No relationship. No raga, no dvesha. I am pure. Again and again, remind yourself that is Nanak's message. Being established in the samsara, not to run away from the samsara. He even challenged this thing of the sannyasis because they wanted to run away and sit in the Himalayas. He said, but you're thinking about your wife. And you're not thinking about your wife, you're thinking about your neighbor's wife also sitting in the Himalayas. What is the point? He challenged all their beliefs, all those things that could fool one person. Yeah? That is why his path is very clear, very straight, very simple, very easy for everyone to follow. But then you know your ego. It messes up the simplest paths. Yeah? So by thinking you cannot get there. Remember this. Lots of people like to do intellectual debates. That will not get you there. Unless you meditate and establish that connection, you are not getting there. Forget about it. Remember the question Gurudev was asked yesterday? How will I get to Atma and then to Paramatma? So Guruji said, wait, first get to your Atma at least. Then you'll get to Paramatma. Get to yourself first, then you will get to God. Remember? Yesterday he said, how do you get to yourself? What did he tell us? What was the meditation? What was the meditation? Who am I? She was listening to the translation. Who am I? Was the meditation, he said. Who am I? Search, go within. And you find that which does not speak, that which does not do anything, that which does not have hatred, that which is devoid of fear, that beautiful tattva, that element is here, it's not outside. Where there is just peace, that isness is right here. He said, get there first, then you will get to God also. The path is the same. Yeah? By thinking it cannot happen. I have to go within. How much ever you think, by thinking you cannot get there. That's the first line. Okay, I won't think. Can I just sit quietly? Will I get there? With finger on my lips? Just by sitting quietly, I won't get there. Come on. Meditation is about sitting quietly. You tell me. You've been meditating, no? So many years. You got there.
No.
Why you didn't get there?
Because it might be a physically we are
But you saw in the isness meditation, you got there so soon.
Because there was awareness.
What was the
get there,
difference?
but thoughts and emotions always comes back. Like you have to keep on.
Yeah.
Very
So-
short period.
Yeah. So, what made me get there?
Awareness.
For some time, I was ready to surrender those thoughts and emotions. I was ready to let go for a few minutes, even if it was just for a few seconds, that the I felt. Surrender happened. Are you seeing this? Before this, I didn't even surrender. That's why it didn't happen. And those people couldn't do it even this morning. Surrender is lacking. Drop the I, drop the thoughts, drop everything. Just be. It's very simple. And be through the bhava. Be in that bhava of gratitude, of love. We'll do it once again. Just to understand how to get there. Just by sitting quiet also I will not get it. Chuppe chup na hovai, jilai raha libtar.
Doesn't mean here meditation.
It's he's saying inner silence is not obtained by sitting quietly. Yeah? Inner silence is something else. That isness is something else, is what he's trying to tell you. Some people think, oh, I'll just go sit for 10 hours in art of silence with my eyes closed and my thoughts are going on. That's okay. You'll never attain that inner silence. Because that surrender is not there. That readiness to drop the thoughts and drop the emotions and just be in that peace, that is not there. That is lacking. Are you getting it? Do you see that lacking in you too? Yeah, that is why the thought comes up. No? Even when I'm talking, sometimes you get established in the isness. Have you noticed? But then the intellect comes up, it wants to judge or analyze what she said and finish, the silence is gone.
Yeah.
Happening. So you yourself can notice that the isness is there constantly in the background for you, but it gets spoiled by your only thoughts, your only intellect, because there is no surrender. Are you understanding? So, what has to surrender? Mind, intellect, even memory. Yeah, and all this is being handled by Mr. Ego. Letting go, letting go. This is not important. Right now, judging is not important. Right now, thinking about the child sitting at home is not important. Right now, it's not important for me to think whether I have to service my car next week or next month. Drop. This is surrender. Right now, this is not important. Only when that surrender happens can you get established in that business. Forget established, even getting a taste of it. Just taste that water.
Letting go can be confused with apathy as well. So that's why the awareness thing is required.
Perfect.
And it goes back to what
Yeah.
Sana was asking
Yeah.
earlier. So,
Not letting go at the end, right at the beginning. Yeah. That situation that you're talking about happens at the end, where I give up. Nahi ho raha mere se. What's the point? It's accepting defeat. Here you're not accepting defeat. In fact, you're winning by just letting go of the ego. The ego is losing. The problem is I've become one with the ego. I keep thinking I am the ego. I am not. Once you kick the bucket in 3 days, it dies. 3 days, that's all. Uski औकात hai. After that, it's gone. Yeah. It forgets I, it forgets mine, it forgets my house. That's why I told you, when you're reborn, you don't remember which $1 million house you made. Otherwise, you'd go running there. This is my house. I'm your father. In 3 days, all these memories are wiped off. The ego gets wiped off. Yeah? But again, it comes back into a new body.
What's the literal meaning of Jilai Raha Leta?
How much ever you are absorbed in that silence. Yeah. How much ever you think, it cannot be attained. How much ever you're absorbed inside, it cannot be attained. Who is absorbed? Who says, I want to attain it?
Ego.
Are you getting it? I am absorbed. I am thinking about it. Till the time I is there is a big glass wall in front of you. You think that it's all clear, but you cannot move ahead. It's a glass wall. It's invisible, but you cannot move ahead. And you keep wondering, I'm meditating, I'm doing everything. Why can't I move ahead? My own ego. I am meditating. I am absorbed. Are you seeing this? I am thinking about God. Surrender is even that last I needs to drop. So the easier thing for the person in the heart is only you are, only you, only you. And just be in that gratitude. This meditation that I taught you about the isness is just the beginning part. It's just the doorway, you're just entering the door. Now you have to learn to get established in that isness. Go deep into it. Dissolve into that isness. Only you are there. Only you. It's easier for a bhakt not saying only you, feeling that it's only you, only God, only Guru, whoever helps you get into gratitude. When you go deeper and deeper and deeper into that. Yes? And every time a thought comes to bother you, surrender. Every time an emotion comes to bother you, surrender. You'll have to keep surrendering, and that's how you can go into samadhi. It's very simple, really. It's the simplest thing to do. Be effortless. There's more effort in thinking and planning and doing conspiracy and putting this person against that person. Oh, nonsense. What are we really involved in? So focus within, go within, and establish that connection by surrendering. where you are not even saying, I am meditating. Where you come to that state, it is happening. Clear? Now you understand what Guru Nanak is saying here? Yeah. Because it happens. I cannot do it. Can I attain God? God is so powerful. That energy I will not even be able to tolerate. My little I thinks I attained God. You cannot attain God. You just drop the I and just be. Guru Prasad. It will happen when it's due. Super clear? Next is?
This God means consciousness, right? The supreme consciousness.
It's the same. A bhakt likes a relationship. No? So he makes Krishna, he makes Rama, he makes, whichever, whatever you make. Give them a form. A bhakt wants a relationship. A person in the head prefers to call it the cosmic law, natural law, logical, no? He likes laws. Okay, that works well. Makes sense. The moment there is a God sitting up there, oh my God. Yeah? He gets blocked, the person in the head. Yeah? So you start recognizing, where are you? Head, heart. And then don't beat yourself if you don't understand the other thing. It's super. Fine, no problem. Bukhiya bukh na utri je banna puriya par. Your hunger will never be appeased by worldly objects. How much ever worldly things, money, even number of wives, husbands, children, friends, whatever you get in this world, your bhook, your hunger will never be satiated or appeased. Why?
Your real hunger is not for them.
Yes, your real hunger is for that God. That thirst is for that God. It is not really outside. So it can never be appeased. Sahasyapa lakho hita ik na chale na. Even if you do thousands of tricks, you understand Siyapa, no? Tricks. Thousands and thousands of tricks you do to attain God. Ik na chale na. Not even one trick is going to succeed. How can you trick your own self? How can you play games and think that you have attained something up there? All this comes under the umbrella of Yoga Maya. Yeah? In Yoga Maya, what happens? We know all the scriptures, we know all the bhajans, we are with the Guru all the time, we feel very pure, and then what do we start thinking?
I meant like
Or I have attained some very high position. I have siddhis. I have powers. Everything will fade. Everything will fade. Your thirst will still continue for God, for the highest. Ik na chale na. Not even one trick of yours will work. Question number 2. Are you in Yoga Maya? Ask yourself. There's a subtle spiritual ego that comes up in us. You know what? I follow the spiritual path. And other people in your family who don't follow the spiritual path, you look down upon them. Have you realized it's very subtle? You might not say it because, I am a very good person. I will not say anything, but there's this subtle feeling of poor thing, He's not on the path. He doesn't have a guru. You have some or the other spiritual ego. Yoga Maya has started up for you. It's going to become bigger and bigger. It's going to just grasp you into its clutches. Become very aware
And surrender.
and surrender. Yeah, till the time you have this ego, I standing up. Always realize I am not in the self. Yeah, because you feel I am spiritual. No, you are not spiritual. You are mortal. Yeah. So this I am spiritual is the ego. Recognize this. Kiv sachiara hoive. So then how to become truthful, or how? Truth does not again mean the truth that you speak through your lips. What is truthful here?
Non-changing.
How do I get established in the non-changing? Kiv sachiara hoive. How do I get established in that non-changing, that self, that isness? Kiv kure tutte pal. What is kur?
Loss.
Lies. Jhoot. Kur is jhoot. And pal? Veil. Curtain. Veil. How will the veil of jhoot, of illusion, drop away? Understood? No, Sach and Kur. Sach is being established in the self. Kur is that which I am lost in this Maya. And I'm lost in this Maya. There's this veil, a curtain of these clouds, of these people, situations and things that does not let me see the truth. I can't see the sun because of the clouds. So the clouds are like a veil. समझ आ गया veil? Yeah? Pal, veil. So how do I get this veil off? This is a very beautiful depiction of that. How can the false be unveiled? How can that illusion be unveiled? How do I attain that establishment in the isness? This is the question, and the answer is in the next one. What is it? Hukum rajai chalna. Surrender to that hukum. Everything runs by that hukum. What is hukum? The meaning of the word hukum.
Yours.
Superior person.
Yeah. By his command, everything runs. So if there is sukha in my life, everything is hunky-dory, money, name, fame, car, everything is great. It is all by hukum. He has brought everything into my life. If there is dukkha, financial troubles, disease, death in the family, unhappy situations, then also hukum. He brings it into my life. Why am I being feverish about I have to do something about this? Just be hukum. Everything is happening by hukum, by his command. It's so simple. It's not different only. Then you become relaxed. Okay, this bad thing is happening, no? Hukum. Understand this one thing. If something in your life gets destroyed, from that something else comes up. Look back in your life. Yeah? Maybe career got destroyed, or something else got destroyed, or your big dream of living in India got destroyed. But see, from that came this beautiful life here in the US. Or whatever, a new career came up, or a new situation came up, new relationship came up. Whatever gets destroyed by the Shiva Shakti, it also gives birth to something else by the Brahma Shakti. So never ever feel, oh, this is bad, karma has cornered me, this is going away, job is going, or family is going, or some loved one is departing. It's always going to sprout into something new. This is the truth of life. Yes, and everything happens by
His command.
hukum. It's so easy. And life becomes very simple. then you don't question life, then you don't doubt life. Then you don't indulge in any gossip. Gossip happens because she should be doing this and she should not be doing this. She's like this, he's like this, why are they like this, why is that person like this? This is all gossip. Why do I indulge in gossip? Because I feel they are doing something. If I look at everything as it is happening by hukum, I will stop complaining, no? My problem is, I see only God's hand behind the sukha in my life, and behind the dukkha, I think I did it or she did it. The day I accept that behind my dukkha also there is God's hand only, then I will stop calling it dukkha. What is hukum.
It goes back to the statement you made earlier about existential truth and untruth. Both same side.
Two sides of the coin.
Two sides of the same coin. Yeah, you want to believe God is only good, God is not bad. This is a wrong understanding. Terrorist came out of somebody else. When he does meditation and he goes in, does he not experience isness? He's also there only. Mature now. One step higher. Everything, all this is God. All the drama, good and bad, right and wrong, happy and sad. Everything is God. Yeah? Hukum rajai chalna. Whatever he says, that happens. Whatever he commands, that only comes. And there is a reason for everything. So respect. Do you respect God? You go to God and you say, you make this happen and I'll give you 10 rupees. $10 chalo now. You graduated a little bit.
Business.
Yeah, you do business with God. You start advising God, she shouldn't be doing this. Please don't let her do this to me. You're advising God. He doesn't know. He doesn't have intellect. The one who's given you intellect, he doesn't have intellect. How can you even start on this path? This is not prayer at all. What is prayer? Complete surrender of the I. Then what is left after surrendering I? Just gratitude, naturally gratitude. It's so simple. It's not that you have to cultivate gratitude. You have to just drop the I. Gratitude comes up. Whatever is because of you. You gave it to me. So simple it is. Na complicate karke rakha. We have complicated our own lives. I know some things are very tough for you to accept. Look again inside. Who is not accepting it? Who inside you is not ready to accept it? Ego wants it to be different. No, this situation is burning. I'm sitting on the fire. I want to be out of this situation. Is this accepting hukum? Who do you take hukum from? Let's talk a little bit about hukum. What is hukum?
In all aspects, he is definitely superior.
So somebody is superior and I am lower. So what is Guru Nanak's relationship with God?
Easy.
God is superior to him.
Huh?
God is superior to him.
Huh. And who is he?
He is a guru who is leading us.
Just Guru?
He's a sevak.
Sahib. What is the meaning of Sahib?
Hukum.
Master. हुकुम किससे लेते हैं?
Master.
मास्टर से हुकुम लेते हैं ना. We take हुकुम or the orders from a master. So he's the master and I am his
Servant.
servant. That is why serving is so important. Go to any Gurdwara. Have you seen? People come and do serving. Why? Why do they do service? What is the goal of that service really?
Ego bends down when you
Perfect. My ego bows down. My ego bows down. I serve everyone because there is just one ik. There is just one, and that ik is in him, in her, in her, in her. I see that God in each one. That is why my ego bows down in front of everyone who comes, and I serve everyone. This is the highest form of bhakti. Yes, where there is no complaining against anyone. This is the meaning of hukum. Taking hukum into everyday life. I am here only for your benefit. I am here just for you. Tell me, what do you need? Homework number 3 or 4, whatever. Do you have that in you, that bhava? I am here only for you.
This feeling comes, but it makes that immediately fear comes that I will get lost or other people will take advantage of me.
Correct. Other people will take advantage of me. So what? Let them take. समर्पण, पूर्ण समर्पण बोल रही हूँ मैं. आधा नहीं चलेगा, पौना नहीं चलेगा, हाफ किलो समर्पण नहीं चलेगा. Complete samarpan, complete surrender. This is the path of bhakti. That's why I say it's the hardest. It's the highest and the hardest path.
Okay, so if it comes to you, okay, I'm ready to surrender. But if I see other person and I see Raga Dvesha and they are lost and because of them I'm doing something, so I'll not say.
Really, from your side you take the right action to help them, but be ready to surrender. Whatever they want, take. This will make you happy, take. This will make you happy, take. Let the other person realize, boss, she is so unattached to things. Everything is a thing. It's just a thing. Material world things and spiritual world things, they are things.
So, Didi, there will be no sankalpa in mind or anything like that, because sankalpa means I want something to happen my way or anything. It would then be, there's nothing that
Samarpan,
comes.
total samarpan, easiest way to live. Complete surrender, all yours. Sab tera. You have a Hindi song now, right? Sab tera. I don't know how your song goes, but you sing in your own head. Sab tera. Everything is yours. You want to take undue advantage? Take. How much will you take? His own conscience will pinch him. And remember, from every destruction, something new has to be born. So it's perfect if it's happening. Great. Don't stop it. Don't stand in the way. You're being an obstacle. Let it go. Wake up. Either you live from Sangharsh or you live from Samarpan. What is Sangharsh?
Striving.
Fighting. You think life is a war. You are fighting with everybody. You are fighting with your own self. You are fighting in your own mind. Can such a person meditate? 5-10 minutes he closes his eyes, he does not find the peace. A person like this cannot meditate. The moment you start recognizing Samarpan, that is the key. Sangharsh drops off from life. Your fighting spirit drops off. Yeah, that's what in your so-called material world you call complacent. Anyway, I realize that it's hukum. How much ever I have run behind something, I have not achieved it because I ran. It was bound to come my way. It's not the question of running in the material world. It's running here. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Samarpan, total samarpan. Chal, take. All yours. What will you take? शेर बन जाओगे. क्या ले सकते हो?
So in my office, what is happening? There was some work which was assigned for 1 month. I gave my 100%. I I did it. So and because of that, it completed. So now they are giving more work. So it was I was thinking it my karma. It was my karma, and I have to do it. So I did it. So because they knew now that I'm doing it, they are giving me more things. So now I feel like because of they want to extend things, and for their benefit they're using me. So I am fool or what?
Anybody who's working is a fool, no?
100% is 8 hours or more than 8 hours?
Yeah, I'm working more than 8 hours. Yesterday night also I was working.
So that 100% is not 100%.
You have to recognize that I'm not saying don't take a step. Take a step. Calm down. In your head, you keep thinking they're using me, they're taking undue advantage of me. Your whole evening was spoiled yesterday. Office got over hours before, but your whole evening was spoiled. The same broken record in your head. That is sangharsh. You just take that simple step of talking to your boss or whoever is handling with the work that this is what I can do in so much time. This is not attainable by me. It is a little too much. Stop being worried they'll take my visa away, they'll take my job away. This is again sangharsh.
Okay, again there is a twist. In this 1 month, I knew that many things I didn't did it, but that had happened. So it was my luck or God's grace, I don't know. So that grace happens automatically, right? There is no doership. So now they're praising me, but I knew that I didn't did it. So I don't know next month I will able to do it or not, because I knew that I didn't did it.
So if you didn't do it and it happened through you, same will happen in future.
But I so they have
ये
assumption.
तो समझना अपनी बात को. It happened without you doing, right? फेथ क्यों नहीं है उस पे, हुक्म पे? हो जाएगा, फिर से होगा.
फिर से होगा.
Who is saying this फिर से होगा ना? Ego. वापस doership. हुक्म पे छोड़ना. If it is meant to happen, it happens. Have you seen that in life?
Yes.
How much ever you stand in the way, it happens. And if it is not meant to happen, whatever you do, you break your head against the wall. Does it happen?
So inside me, I know there are two parts. One thing is I have to, it is my responsibility to do, and few things come on the way. Okay, so she got her answer.
हुक्म है यार. हो रहा है, अपने आप हो रहा है. You're acknowledging past में हुआ, अपने आप हुआ, पर future में मुझे करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that?
Yeah.
What you're doing? छोड़. हुक्म. हुक्म. फिर देखिए टेंशन भी चली जाएगी. You're just harboring that tension, spoiling your weekend. How many of us do this? She's just a scapegoat in this scenario. You're spoiling your only free time, your me time. This is the time you need to relax. You know you have to go back to the chakki piecing on Monday. You know you have to go back to office. The same churning is going to start. Be here. Again and again, drop. Every Friday evening, you drop. Park the ego outside the house only. Stay here. I'll meet you Monday morning. You're a tool I use only to get things done when required. Yeah, and that's it. Just be. It happens.
Okay, so what to do with that fear? That, for example, I have fear. Okay,
Who has fear?
okay, my ego or my doership.
Ego.
Yeah, ego. So I have that fear that I don't know whether it will happen or not. Okay. But so now when it happened, they gave that credit to me, and when it will not happen, that at that time they will blame me. But I knew that I'm not doing it. So how to handle that situation?
Arey, when you know you're not doing it, it happened through hukum, it will happen through hukum. Faith ही नहीं है. That is the problem. भक्त कैसे चलेगा बिना faith के? एक ही तो चीज है तुम्हारे पास. You have only one thing. As a bhakt, you have only one thing. What is it?
Surrender.
Your faith and surrender. Now that also you start doubting. Can you walk? You will stop walking only. Hukum. Again and again. Hukum. Again the ego will go start grabbing onto the things. Again take a step back. Hukum. Again it will go. Again hukum. Again it will go. Again hukum. सरेंडर करो, इसको सरेंडर बोलते हैं. बार बार छोड़ने को सरेंडर बोलते हैं. Again and again drop that worry. By you worrying, it's not that it is going to get resolved by Monday. What if you kick the bucket on Sunday night? How did you go? Worrying about that day in office which never came.
Actually, that emotion is not ready to accept that God or
ये इमोशन किसका है? ईगो. उसको ही छोड़ना है, बार बार उसको ड्रॉप करना है. There is no other shortcut if you're looking for one. Does not exist. Everything else is temporary relief. Up to you. You want temporary relief or you want permanent cure?
permanent.
Permanent cure is only dropping the ego. Temporary relief, go for a movie. 3 hours you'll forget. Go to the pub and disco and dance. Very nice, temporary relief. Do teen. What's the point? When you come back to consciousness, you're back to the same problem. Are you understanding? Drop this running behind temporary relief and gather the courage for that permanent solution. Only courage is lacking. You know this, no? Nothing else is lacking on your path.
That fear.
That is
Said it
courage.
many
Courage is
times
lacking.
that,
Courage can
you know, when there is fear, you can't progress.
Correct.
That's
Courage is lacking. Have that courage to stand up. Okay, you're going to come and eat me, come. Let's see. I'm going to stand tall. You're going to burn me, burn. Be courageous. That is the only way you can get through life peacefully. Otherwise, entire life is going to be sangharsh. And you'll kick your bucket like that only in sangharsh. And you'll be reborn. The one who kicks the bucket in sangharsh is reborn to complete his sangharsh. The one who kicks the bucket in samarpan is not born again. You decide, temporary relief or permanent cure. Permanent cure needs a lot of courage. Lot of courage. And very clear determination. I'm going to walk this path, however tough it is.
It is a beautiful thing that you just said is even in samarpan you don't sit back and ignore the work. In that case, you let go and still give 100% she did.
Yes,
So the beauty is to do both.
correct. Correct.
So many times similar situation what Rajeshri said after saying many times the similar situation what Rajeshri says comes in the office or workplace. So here, can we say that to the boss or to whosoever is the office, because I did it last month, was not supposed to do it, I did it. Now if you give me some more, this was not I supposed to do it, but this one I charge you extra.
Well, she must be a permanent employee, not a contractor like you. Charge you extra.
No, I have to say not
Yeah.
like not charging extra, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
can we stand and say
Obviously,
this is okay,
yeah,
I'm-
I
someone
mean, if we
is
are
not.
courageous to face the consequences, we can definitely say that. But you have to be ready to accept the
Yes.
later situations that's
That's what I'm
going
saying,
to.
like not to accept whatever is coming. Okay, boss, I did it last time. That doesn't mean I should do it for the rest of the time.
Yeah. Always remember, if I'm saying I did it, yeah, I'm saying it just for the sake of communicating to the boss, because he's not going to understand when I say Hukum did it. But inside I should know who did it. Hukum did it. समझ आया? So get up. Stand up. It's okay. Stop holding on. You're holding on so tight, na. That is your dukkha. Your dukkha is in this. Look, how much tension is there in the head, in the body. Like that, you're quivering in your dukkha. You're craving for sukha and you're meditating like this. Wow, kya meditation. Stop holding on to things. The problem is, you're so used to holding. First you were holding in the material world, then you come and hold on to spiritual world also. Here also stop holding. Let go. Just be. Yeah? That is the tougher part. That is what a monk needs to learn. Very, very clear? Hukum rajai chalna, Nanak likhya naan. O Nanak, by his command only everything runs. And everything is written. Likhya, written. Everything is written. That does not mean there is a book somewhere lying in the skies where you can go open and read what's written for you. It's just a poetic license to say it's written. Yeah? But the scientific minded, the people who are in the head can see it very clearly. Everything is cause, effect, cause, effect, cause, effect. So obviously if this cause, it has already a determined effect. And that in turn becomes a cause and that has a determined effect. It's already decided, the principle is laid down. It's so simple. Yeah? Those who don't understand the law, you just understand it is written. Simple. Yeah? Hukum. And this is the only teaching, the main teaching of Guru Nanak. Hukum. Everything that must happen will happen. Yeah? It is hukum. So let me stop being feverish and just surrender this ego and be in Surati. Yeah? Surati hukum is the same thing. It's all the same thing.
It also takes care of resistance.
Correct. All the resistance in the mind is only because I do not accept what is right now in my life. With open arms, accept it. It becomes even more beautiful. You don't like your white hair? Yeah? You look even more beautiful. You don't like your shriveled skin? There is a beauty in old age that a youth cannot have. Accept it. You don't like a difficult situation at home? Recognize that dukkha gives you so much maturity. And the best part of dukkha is it makes you aware. Have you noticed?
Yes.
In sukha, you tend to get lost. You become unconscious. Everything is so happy, happy, happy. Everything is good. You tend to get lost in it. Yeah? One little jhatka, one dukkha comes and you wake up. Yeah? It's like you are driving on the highway and the speeds are, in Germany there are no speeds, Autobahn. You just keep going, keep going, keep going. And you feel, wow, free like a bird, no limitations, no restrictions, so happy. And suddenly one person takes a turn and you put the brake. What happens?
Come to the present.
Yeah. Suddenly you've woken up. This is what dukkha does in life. Just wakes you up. So be grateful for every dukkha that has come. It has a meaning. It definitely has a meaning. Yes? From that destruction or end, something new must be coming out. So honor that law. Yeah, the chain cannot be stuck at cause, effect, cause, effect, cause, effect. Somewhere one cause has to become an effect, no? If you say, no, I like this one. I didn't like these ones, the previous one so much, but this one, fantastic. Now this should stay, it should not go. Possible? It has to go to the next effect, no? It has to go ahead. Are you seeing what I'm saying? Just because all these things in life are hunky-dory, yeah, don't hold on to them. If dukkha comes, that is also a part of the next effect. And the chain starts again. And that's fine, whatever it is. Hukum. Simple. Whenever your ego comes up and does not like a situation, what will you remind yourself? Hukum. Yeah, and whenever you get lost in sukha, everything hunky-dory. Be aware, hukum. I didn't do anything. No doership. Again and again drop the I. Drop the I. Surrender. Samarpan. Yeah.
You say everything is written. You're referring to what would be
I continue.
What would be near?
Niyati is that which brings to you what is written for you. It lays down that policy and procedure that at this age this will happen to Leela, at this age this will happen, at this age this will come, at this age this will go away. That entire thing is planned by Niyati. Niyati is not a lady sitting up in the sky. Huh?
Basically, our life map.
Yeah, it's our life map. Very nicely put. Created by?
Us.
I did it. By my own attachments. So now, how to let go of this map? Surrender what? The same attachments. Drop, 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 drop. I am not going to create any more maps now. I created maps for n number of lifetimes and I've suffered. My maps are horrible. They always take me to the wrong place. Yeah. I have no skill. Yeah. I have tried a million times. So for 1 week, take it up. I surrender everything that happens. 1 week homework. Everything that happens, I am not going to do anything. I am not going to say anything. I am not even the one experiencing this. Samarpan, total samarpan. Again, remember, when you drop the ego, you can't drop half the ego, pav kilo. You have to drop the full ego. You can't say, oh, I didn't do anything good, everything good has come from God, but this bad thing, no, I did it. I am the bad person. How can God be bad? What did I do? I saved the ego. You can't save the ego. Remember, it's a lizard who grows back its tail. Good also is God, bad also is God. Everything that is happening, hukum is doing it. Hukum is happening through the hukum. I surrender. Drop this I. Super clear? And very simply he has written, Chalna. It's going to be like that. It's very simple word. That's the way it's going to work. Boss, whatever you do. You want to break your head, you break your head, but that's the way it's going to work. You decide if you want to break your head for nothing or not. Are you getting this? Hukum rajai chalna. Whatever he commands, that is what happens. I drop to worship. easiest. Hukum, surrender. Chodo ego ko. Kya hai? You've run, no, enough you've run in life and you've seen what has happened. Ego will still say, no, I made that $1 million house, huh? Don't tell her. He's whispering into your ears now also. See, I have created this empire that is standing. Only you can work with your ego. Recognize the higher truth and start moving. First body is over.
I have same question similar to Rajshri, but it is relevant but opposite to that story.
Oh, she's the boss.
And he said, can I ask her the same question? There is no description of the question.
Okay. Koi nahi. So there is no real question. Hukum. Answer is hukum. Only one answer you're going to get. Very simple. Yeah. You go for lunch and you don't like the food that is there. Hukum. You go for lunch and you have wonderful food. Hukum. Yeah. He is doing, he is experiencing. Drop that ego again and again and again. Again and again drop it. Even your name is not yours. It just belongs to this body. Recognize this. I am that isness. Ik. I am that one. Again and again and again. Drop. It's so simple. Life becomes so easy to live.
Can you drop ego without working on your mind?
Without working on your mind means?
The mind gives you fear of some fear. There is different reason mind gets in your way. So can you drop ego without cleaning your mind?
Recognize mind has impurity, but who created the impurity?
Obviously ego.
Ego. So they're related. They're husband and wife. दोनों को छोड़ना पड़ेगा. इनको छोड़ा ना तो दूसरा वापस आ जाएगा. They love each other too much. They are not going to leave each other. Are you getting it? Together. Purna samarpan. Complete samarpan. Complete surrender is required. Half will not work. Are you getting it? It's an all or none law. Either the full ego drops or none of it will drop. Understand this. All this mind, intellect, memory, all the products of Mr. Ego. Run by Mr. Ego. The only place they are not there is that isness. That silence, that peace. There.